In this video, I'm going to be ranking every single armor set in Arc from worst to best. I'm going to be doing this based on the looks or the cosmetics of them, not on like how good they are, because if I did that, there's only like 5 or 6. There's like 10 armor sets in the game, and they're more objective based on how good they are, so it wouldn't really be like an actual ranking. It'd just be like how good they are, which isn't the point. And I'm also including like armor sets of like skins and stuff, so like ones from all the DLCs and all that, or just other skins you can get. I'm including all of those. I'm not including the costumes though, and like I said, it's just going to be based on my opinions on how they look, so everyone's list is probably going to be completely different. And starting off at number 25 is the Corrupted skin. I also want to mention, I didn't mention in the intro, I'm going to be basing it on, of course, how it looks, and I'm not really going to take the helmet into account that much. If it has a cool helmet, I'll give it bonus points, but if it has a bad helmet, I'm not really going to count that, because I do usually like to have the helmet off normally. So like I said, helmet is just going to give it bonus points. And also, like, depending on how good the gloves look, I'm going to give it bonus points, because that's what you see when you're playing the game most of the time. So if the gloves look kind of stupid, that's what you're seeing the entire time if you're playing in first person, so that's going to affect the ranking. But Corrupted, one, it's my least favorite skin in the game. I mean, I don't really know when I'd ever use this one. I mean, it's kind of hard to say it's bad, because like that's kind of what they were going for. It's supposed to just be like a Corrupted one, but I never want to use like a Corrupted skin on, so I don't really have much to say about it. I just don't think it's that good, and I would probably never use it. At number 24 is the Dapper skin set. Now, I love the name for it, but the skin set itself, it's not really my thing. I know lots of people probably like this one a lot. I know some people that do like it a lot, but it's not really my thing at all. It's part of like the steampunk Bob's Tall Tales one for Aberration, and like I said, I don't really like it that much. I like the armor sets that kind of like fit the vibe of Arc, and I don't know if this one really fits the survival vibe that much. And you can also have different top hat lengths, which is pretty cool. I do like that there's like the 3 different like lengths for the top hat that you can get, and it's kind of fun. I maybe use it like once or twice, but other than that, I don't think it's the best. Next up at number 23 is the Corrupted Avatar skin set. I really had no idea where to put this one. Like I said, it's not really one that I would wear, but I actually do think this one looks cool, unlike the Dapper one, even though the Dapper one I guess looks fine. This one I actually do think looks pretty cool, but I would never use it. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I would just never use this thing ever, so I'm not going to put one there that's very high that I would actually just never use, even though I do think it looks pretty cool. I just don't think it fits with like the vibe of Arc in most scenarios, and therefore I wouldn't really use it that much. Number 22 is the Hazard suit. This one looks good. I mean, you only really use it when you're going into the radioactive zone, and for that, it's fine, and it looks good, but like I said, this isn't one you like wear all the time, so I can't really put it up that high. But as for the looks, it looks pretty good. It looks like a good Hazard suit. I wouldn't really change much about it. I think it looks good. And number 21 is Cloth. First armor set most people make in the game. And like, it does look good, but you know, it's the starter armor set. It's not supposed to be anything amazing or out of the ordinary. It's just supposed to be like a set of cloth armor that you make as like your starting things. Like I said, I don't really expect it to be anything crazy or good. I really like the look of the gloves, so yeah. And then of course I have it above all the other ones because I do actually use this one, of course only in the early game, but I do like how it actually fits in with the vibe of the game. Like I said, I use that a lot, but I do actually like, you know, that kind of aspect of the armor sets. And number 20 is Hide. This one is the one you get right after Cloth, and I think it looks a little bit better. I really like the look of the gloves on this one too, and I'm not really a fan of some of the colors. On Arc Ascendant, I feel like it's a lot more orange, which I'm not a big fan of, but overall I still think it looks pretty good, and not really too much to say about it. Number 19, we have the Warlord skin set. This one's for Extinction on Bob's Tall Tales, and I'm kind of torn on this one because I feel like it could be cool, but the fact like the stomach is open with like you can like see the belly button, like the legs and the arms, I think that's just kind of stupid looking in my opinion, and kind of ruins it for me. Like if they had that part covered up with maybe some more armor, or you know whatever, I feel like it'd look a lot better. Because like having the skulls as shoulder pads is pretty dope, I think. Like lots of it is dope, but then they have like just the stomach being open, which looks really dumb in my opinion. It kind of brings it down a bunch. The other Extinction skin set you'll see is a lot higher on this list, so like I feel like they kind of fumbled with this one in my opinion. Number 18, we have the Outlaw skin set. I like this one a lot. I feel like we kind of jumped up in the looks of the armor sets by quite a bit from the last ranking, and I do really like this one. It's a cowboy skin. You can use it on Scorched Earth, but I feel like I could use this one on pretty much anyone. There's another cowboy set that I like a lot more, which is going to be higher on the list, which kind of makes this one a little bit lower, because I think the other one does look better. But I do really like the vest on this one. The pants are alright. The pants on the other, the Drifter set are a lot better. And I like the cowboy hat on here, so that gives it bonus points. It does have a cool hat with the bandana. And like I said, it's a pretty good set. I don't really like the gloves that much. I like the gloves on the other cowboy set as well, so that kind of brings it down for me. Like I said, the other cowboy set, the Drifter one, I think is a lot better, so that one kind of brings this one down. Number 17 is the Engineer. This one's for Aberration, and I actually do quite like this one. I like the gloves a lot. The gloves are awesome. Not a big fan of the hat, but like I said, the hat really doesn't matter for me in the ranking, and because I'll usually switch it out with something else anyway. And I like it. It's not the best, but I do like using this one specifically on Aberration. That's when I'll use this one. That's about the only time I ever use this skin set. But I do like it for that. I like putting the goggles on here with this one, the steampunk goggles. It makes it a lot better in my opinion, and that's kind of how I use it when I'm playing on Aberration. And number 16 is the Grass Ghillie. I'm going to have all the ghillie suits together because I think they're all pretty similar in looks. My least favorite is the grass one. Now, this isn't the normal ghillie suit. There is the normal, and then there's the grass one, which I didn't even know the grass one existed until I was making this video. But I like how they give it like other variants like that. Like I said, the grass one's my least favorite one. It's just most supposed to fit in grass, but I do really like how they actually made a bunch of different ghillie variants for like different situations. And number 15 is the Wasteland ghillie suit. Like I said, it's supposed to fit the Wasteland on Extinction, and I think it looks pretty good for that. It fits it, but out of all the other ghillie suits, it's just not the best compared to the other ones. And then number 14 is the Desert ghillie. I like the Desert ghillie quite a lot. Like I said, just fits in with the desert vibe really well. You got a cactus sticking out instead of like the little tree or mushroom that sticks out on the normal ghillie suit. And like I said, I really like how they made like different variants for each of the different biomes and maps. Number 13 is the Aberrant ghillie, my second favorite ghillie suit. It's just a really different compared to all the other ghillie suits, and that's why I like it so much. It's like the blue from the bioluminescent area, and it's got those other glowing mushrooms to kind of fit with it. I just think this Aberrant ghillie suit is like one of the best looking ones. Of course, there's one better one, which is going to be the normal ghillie suit. I really like the normal ghillie suit in here. They changed it from Arcstraws Evolved and made it look a lot different. I know some people don't like it as much as the original, but I personally think it looks a lot better. It actually looks like you're supposed to blend in. The other one I feel like was just kind of like some grass, but it's just like a grass armor basically is what it looked like to me. And number 11 is Chitin. I actually really like the look of this armor. We're getting into the armor sets that I think are pretty awesome that I would wear a lot. And Chitin is one I don't really wear that much because, like, you know, usually make flak before, or sometimes I make flak before I even get Chitin because it's so easy to make flak. But Chitin, I really like it. It looks really cool, and it's really unique too. It kind of looks like you're wearing just crab armor, which I think is kind of cool and kind of unique. I feel like it fits in the game a little bit. Like I said, it looks cool. The gloves look cool. The helmet's pretty decent too, but you could put like a trike helmet on there, and it could look really dope. So overall, I think the Chitin armor set is really good. And of course, now that we're in the top 10, we're in like the really good looking armor sets now. Number 10 is the Drifter cowboy outfit. Like I said, this is my favorite of the cowboy outfits. I'm not really a fan of the Drifter hat, but like I said, the hat doesn't really factor into my ranking because you can just switch it out. And also there's like 10 different cowboy hats in the game, so you're kind of meant to switch out the ones that you like, which I usually use the Rancher one. I think the Rancher one's the best, but the Outlaw hat is also really good. When it comes to the suit itself, I really love the poncho, as well as the pants are awesome. They just look really cool. And also, if you like dye the poncho a different color, you can make it look even better, I think. It's just a really cool one. I use this one a lot. Number 9 is the Riot suit. This one is also one I don't use a ton because Riot armor is kind of annoying to make and have to repair. And usually flak is just better in most instances. But when I do use Riot, I really like using it because it looks really cool. Like I said, it looks like a SWAT outfit. And I feel like that's just kind of fun to wear. It looks really cool. I don't really know what to say about it. It's a really good looking armor set. Next up at number 8 is the Foundation Tech Suit. This is the tech suit you get on Genesis Part 2, and I like it quite a lot. I think it looks really good. I do prefer the normal tech suit. I know a lot of people prefer the Foundation one, and I could see why. Like I said, I do really like the Foundation tech suit. I think it looks good, but I think I prefer the tech suit. But I do like how they made a different version for Genesis 2. I like having a different variant of it, and it does look pretty good, honestly. Like, when it actually comes to the suit itself, it's not as good as tech because it doesn't have nearly as much armor. But the looks of it, like, I think it looks really good. Number 7 is the War Pig outfit. This, as you can see, is a lot higher than the Warlord Extinction outfit. I really like this one. I use this one a ton, even when I'm not on Extinction. I'll use this one because I think the armor set just looks dope. It's kind of like a different version of Flak that's like a little bit more out there, and I think it looks really cool. So just for that, I kind of use it. I like all the spikes, and it's kind of more like a black suit, or it's not black, but like it's more shaded towards that, darker. I usually use this helmet with it. Like I said, I don't really count the helmet. The normal War Pig helmet I don't really like. I use this one, and the armor set with this helmet I think looks phenomenal. It is a great looking armor set. So I can't really give it bonus points for the helmet, but I do like the whole armor set itself. It looks really amazing. Number 6 is just normal desert armor. I honestly really love the look of desert armor. I've always thought it looked really cool. I always really liked the fingerless gloves that you have. Just the suit itself, pretty much everything about it I think looks really cool. I always enjoyed playing on Scorched Earth and just getting to use desert armor all the time because I think it looks really cool. The helmet, I think, is the only part that's not my favorite, even though I don't really know what else you would make it. Like, I think that makes sense with the goggles and stuff for the sand storms, and then you got the little helmet on top. I do like having some other helmets on there, though. You can get the Manticore helmet and put this on there, or like having a Trike Bone helmet would also look really cool with this. But I think the Desert Armor is one of the best looking armor sets in the game. Number 5 is the Tech Suit. Like I said, I like this one more than the Foundation one by quite a bit, as you can see. It's a really cool looking one, super futuristic and all that. Of course, how the tech is normally supposed to look. And I don't really know, like I said, I don't really have too much to say. I feel like I've said that for a lot of the armor sets on here, but the tech suit, like I said, it looks super futuristic. And the other one, like the Foundation suit, I feel like kind of looked more simplified. Like, there was just kind of more flat padding. But this one's got more like stuff jutting out of it and more like spikes and angles. And I think I like that a little bit more on this tech suit as well. I feel like it fits in with Arc a little bit more than the Foundation one does. Number 4 is fur armor. This is one, it's probably going to be a little bit controversial. We'll put it over tech armor and maybe some of the other ones, but I really love the look of fur armor. I always get excited to go to the Arctic biome just so I can wear fur armor, because normally you can't wear it because it's too hot to wear it anywhere else other than the Arctic biome. But I think it looks great. The gloves look amazing too when you're running around. Like I said, I do really like when they have good looking gloves, because that's all you're seeing when you're playing the game, so I feel like that's what matters the most. And for a lot of the armor sets in the top, they do have the best gloves, but the furs are one of my favorite. I do prefer it without a helmet. I feel like the helmet isn't the best, so I can't really give it bonus points for that. But like, you have this with like the Trike Bone helmet, and this looks amazing. Number 3 is Flak. This is one of the best looking armor sets in the game. When I first saw Flak, when I started playing this game, I thought it was awesome, and I still do. I still think it's one of the best. It does get a little bit old because I wear it all the time, but still, even then, it looks amazing. Like, I know I've said mentioned the Trike Bone helmet a lot, but I would always wear just Flak armor with the Trike Bone helmet, and it was like the best combo ever. It looked so good. And the helmet, I'll give this one bonus points for the helmet. It has a really cool helmet, even though, like I said, you put the Trike helmet on there, that one's cool too, but the regular Flak helmet looks amazing, and the gloves are probably my favorite in the whole game, so that also helps it quite a bit. And number 2 is the Manticore armor. This one just looks phenomenal. It's basically like Flak, but even better, or I guess more of like a desert theme on Flak. You get this for killing all the different versions of the Manticore, and then you get the helmet from the Alpha Death Worm. Now, I'm not a big fan of the helmet, so I'm not going to give it like bonus points for that. Even though I guess I'm not really giving it points for anything. I'm just giving the armor sets what I like. So this one still made it to number 2. The gloves look really cool with the spikes coming out of them. I don't really know what to say. This one is just an awesome looking armor set. I love having the Manticore one. I do prefer having the helmet off though. Like here, if you just hide hat, I think it looks better. Like, it looks really good with that, with the shoulder plates coming out. I just really like the Manticore armor. I would use this pretty much all the time when I get it. because it's just so good looking. Like, I don't know why they don't make, like, exclusive armor set skins for maps now. They basically did it with Scorched Earth, and that was it. I don't know why they stopped, because this looks amazing. But at number 1 is the Lost Enforcer. This is the Lost Colony exclusive one, and I guess this is the first time that they've done, like, an exclusive armor set since Scorched Earth. I guess technically, like, the Corrupted Avatars and stuff were, like, exclusive armors for, like, Genesis 1 and stuff like that. But it doesn't really feel the same as, like, the Manticore one, I guess. But anyway, we're talking about the Lost Colony armor set. This one looks incredible. It's basically like a tech suit variant, but this is like an awesome version of the tech suit. I like the things jutting out of his head. I guess they're like, I don't know if they're horns. I guess maybe they are. The shoulder pads are awesome. I like the color red, and I imagine you could probably dye the red and make it a different color, which would also be dope. This is also one of the first armor sets to have a cape. I think the first one was like a animated skin, but now this one has a cape. And that's awesome that it is a cape. Capes are dope. And now we finally have an armor skin with one. But I do think this one looks awesome. If you're having, like... I feel like it's best to just use this when you have tech, though. That's, like, probably the time I use it the most. Or when I would use it the most. Is just when I'm using tech armor and put it on there. Like, I probably wouldn't use this in the early game because it looks like tech. So it kind of, like, feels out of place. But once you actually are in the tech stage, I'd probably use this a ton. It looks amazing. I do really like this armor set. Maybe it's recency bias. Maybe I'd put the Manticore armor over time, but I do really like this armor set. I think it looks awesome. Probably the best thing out of the Lost Colony pre-order is this armor set, for me anyway. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe. Let me know what your favorite armor set is, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of different opinions on this one. It's not really as objective based. It's more just like what we think the armors look like. But anyway, thanks for watching, and bye.